Before we hop into the video, I actually have a camp I'm running, the Cayden Henschel Wrestling Camp, August 6th to 8th. If you guys want to learn some wrestling moves, wrestle with people all across the country, it's going to be a great time. I'm going to do a ton of giveaways, ton of games, and of course, we're going to be scrapping. But if you want to come to this wrestling camp, August 6th to 8th, the link to sign up is in the description below. Let's get back to the vid.
Yup, Daddy is home. Back in the high school room, baby. Now, because I live so close to home, it's just an hour away, and I like to take my weekends, you know, spend time with family. My girlfriend's here as well. And nice to be in the room and honestly just get a little work in on the wall dummy, Adam over here. But we got 30 days, a whole month away from basically my final competition of the year, right? And that is the U23 World Team Trials. Now, in years past, I did both freestyle and Greco. Greco, you know, it was 2 years ago where I ended up making the finals and was in match 3 because it was a 3-match series, and I head through them right off the bat, and I was this close to getting a freaking stop sign. So yeah, maybe that can haunt me, but nonetheless, we live and we learn and we fail forward. But this year is a little different because I'm not doing Greco. I am only doing freestyle. Last year I wrestled at 70 kilograms, which was 154 pounds. Now that's quite the weight up from me wrestling, 141 during the season. Like, these are some big boys, and clearly I went 2-2 last year, which, I mean, at that weight, honestly, it's like not terrible because I was like wrestling like up, but I know I can do way better. And I know that I'm at the level where not only can I just surprise myself, but possibly the country as well. And of course, with just this year, how it just ending not on, the highest of notes, regardless, we are a way better wrestler on a more consistent basis. And I'm not basing my entire year off of just having, one bad weekend at nationals. So I'll be wrestling at 65 kilograms, which is 143 pounds. So hopefully the weight cut wouldn't be, too bad as, let's say, if I go 141, but regardless, I am so excited to really just lay it all on the line. This is my last time competing at, U23s because I'm 22, and this is basically just my last crack at that. But since I'm in the room, I was filming just a little bit, a couple reels, but let's get in the work on Adam here, and let's get a little bit better, huh? Also, guys, the way that my content has been going lately too, tried out this new series called WrestleWorks, and just a little breakdown on how my idea just kind of came up and just my ultimate dreams for the series. After I'm done competing, I no longer have competition videos to post. And for the past 6 years now, that's basically what I've been doing between November to March. And because I want to make YouTube and all this content creation more, of course, my career and my job, is I have to find ways to adapt and overcome kind of different ways that I can create content. And that being the wrestling community to create the best wrestling content ever. And no, I'm not Flow Wrestling. I don't have dreams of live streaming like events, and I'm taking a more personal approach to my content. And no one has ever been in my position of being, let's say a current college athlete, let alone, a D2 athlete in college, creating wrestling videos, doing, like all the editing so far, and the whole idea and stuff. Like, there's no one that I can base my videos off of to necessarily do better. It all has to, come through me. So the idea I have is that I really want my channel to be basically like a sanctuary where other wrestlers can get help through whatever service that I can do, through, 16 years of wrestling. What I can do is I can run, hundreds of, let's say thousands of youth wrestlers, high schoolers, college kids through basically like a private wrestling lesson. And you guys as viewers have the chance to literally go through, honestly, I want to do like thousands of these episodes of WrestleWorks where you guys can see, okay, this is this guy, this is his accomplishments, this is how he practices, how he wrestles, and this is what he learned during that practice with Cayden. And literally too, I was thinking on the way here down from Parkside that how cool it would be to have someone not even in wrestling go through a WrestleWorks with me. For instance, let's say like
honestly, let's just say Kevin Hart, right? The comedian. How cool would it be to have him in a WrestleWorks and basically go through like a private wrestling lesson with Kevin Hart? That would bring eyes to the sport of wrestling, and also just, it's a cool way to teach something new to people that they've probably never done in their lives. And of course, this is along with like doing Clash of Combat and all our other ventures we have there, and I got my own shoes coming out here soon. I'll put a couple screenshots with some blurred out that you guys can see, but that is the most hyped project that I've ever been a part of, and I truly think and know that you guys are gonna love this, because the wrestling world needs better shoes, not only at a great price too, but something that me as a wrestler would actually love to wear. It is also the first day that we opened up the pool. So basically, what does it look like now leading up to U23s? Well, thankfully we got basically team practices all coming up. I'm spending, basically every single day in the Parkside Wrestling Room. This week I've been probably in the room on multiple occasions, just doubling up on 2 times a day. We had a couple guys come in to film a little bit, which was fun. But some of the biggest things that I think would be keys to victory is ultimately winning the hand fight and being super strong. I think that, of course, my hand fighting was a lot better this year, but also just strengthening that aspect, and also just basically gut wrench defense. So that's the biggest thing is there's going to be different ways of wrestling, of course, from folk style to freestyle, and it would suck to go into a match getting taken down and then you just get leg laced to death, or you're gonna get turned with a gut wrench. So definitely getting the ribs a bit stronger. And for now though, because it's the weekend, I had a massive steak before this, so that was awesome. Drove on the golfing range a little bit, but we're gonna enjoy this little break and get back to work. So now this was the next day, and basically me and Kraft just get in the room, getting a little workout. I'm gonna commentate over here, but also I did want to guys let you know I'm running a camp. I'm running a couple camps I'm kind of going through, but one big one that I'm pretty much promoting is August 6th through 8th. This is in Houston High School in Minnesota, right around kind of the Wisconsin-Minnesota state border, right near La Crosse there. So it's gonna be a 3-day event. There's gonna be 4 sessions in there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be some games, a lot of giveaways. If you guys are interested in that opportunity for me to coach you through a camp, it's going to be a phenomenal time. The link is in the description below. You can sign up through there, but nonetheless, let's talk about kind of what we got going on here in practice. So now it's finals week, and basically there's no structured practice. So basically it's just like you can get in the room in your own time, and especially with the freestyle season, that is what we are working on today. Basically just gut wrenches. That was a big thing in this practice that I'm like, Kraft, we need to work on our gut defense. Not let alone like our offense, but defense is so important for freestyle and Greco especially, because at last U23s, the defense on bottom was subpar to say the least. Every time I got put down, that was the match there. But I mean, it's very tough to defend. Of course, if you're just wrestling folk style for, let's say, 9 months of the year and then going to 3 months of freestyle and Greco, it's a little bit unfortunate, but we do what we got to do. And nonetheless, we got in a good little workout here. We got in some goes here too, kind of just talking through this go. Got to get on the attack early, get on the legs. I kept trying to move my feet here. I didn't want to finish on both knees. Kraft did a great job of defending kind of my leg to slip in there, but I kept limp arming and kept pushing the pace here. We actually got the trapped arm. This is where I rack up a couple points here. And ideally you should end the match, but honestly, after that last one, I should have rolled them the other way. Kraft is going to do a good job in this front headlock. I'm getting a lot more movement in here compared to in the season. Whether that's just me being confident or just me like not being afraid to gas out, that's just another big thing. But from this underhook position, I was in a decent bit. I went for the ankle pick here. Honestly, I should probably use that as a way to fake instead, to go to that far leg, go to a near leg. But we kept limp arming, kept pushing the pace, try to finish on a low single. Here's another common position. Kraft had pretty good defense here, pretty strong guy, but we got around the corner and we scored.
It is also a very lucky day for me because, well, we got a shipment from Rise. Just a little unboxing of what we got working with today. We have the Loaded Protein Fruity Crunch, which is a new flavor, still gotta try it. Loaded Creatine Baja Cooler. Now, I'm actually off of creatine as of now because, of course, with U23s, you don't want a ton of water, I guess, in your system. That's basically gonna make it impossible for me to make 65 kilograms. But definitely, if you guys are looking to go up a weight class, get stronger, make sure to stay on creatine. Marshmallow protein powder. Now, these next two I'm actually super excited about. I never tried the Pump Daddy, so that's new, and then also just the Godzilla pre-workout. Both blue raspberry because I just love blue raspberry. But I was actually lifting the other day and I just was like, you know what? Why don't I have a 405 deadlift? I never got to 405 pounds and I failed at, I failed it let's just say I did it the other day and I failed. But with a couple technique changes, and heck, if I have Pump Daddy running through my system, you best know that I'd be getting 405 completed. And last but not least, of course, we got the fuel. I have a lot of this fuel. Shout out to Rise, a lot back here already too. But if you guys want to save 15% off your order, anything from Rise supplements, protein, creatine, Rise Fuels on TikTok shop, and by using code Cayden, that really helps out my channel, and of course you get 15% off as well. Now actually tonight I'm filming WrestleWorks number 2. So this month I won't be traveling too crazy, but if there's any one of you guys who actually does want to come up to Parkside and have basically a private lesson wrestling practice with me to get on WrestleWorks, comment down below and let's figure something out to get you here. So once again, if you are around the area, or heck, if you do want to travel in the next month or so, leave a comment, let's get in touch, and we're gonna have a wrestling practice, get you on WrestleWorks. But that concludes the video. 30 days out from U23s. Can't wait to get back on the mat competing. And also Nick is getting us new singlets, so super hyped to see these new singlets out. And heck, let's get some highlights and let's take down some fools.
Let me know if you on skate, rolling with the gang, totally, man, you shake, totally,